AITA for telling my husband's entitled wannabe work wife to F off after she told me I was trying to unalive my unborn child. I, 30F, and my husband, 30M, are having a baby. I'm 8.5 months pregnant currently, so I am not working for obvious reasons. But in my job, I earn significantly more than my husband. My husband works at a small company and I get on with most of his coworkers apart from one his work wife, 24F. I put work wife in quotes as he does not call her this despite her desperately trying to get this title. She has degraded me to him before, her main complaint being, when I was working, I worked too much and was trying to emasculate him, which he very quickly shut down. Now I'm pregnant and not working. She's voiced concern to him that I look too thin for a pregnant woman. I am a healthy weight. She's just a larger woman, and I assume, while not trying to be too egotistical, that she felt a bit jealous, probably hoping that I would get bigger than her during pregnancy. Her other concern is that I'm too old to be pregnant. She's done both of these in creepy, subtle ways to not look like the outright bad guy. Anyway, on to the incident. My husband's boss was having a garden party to which I was invited. During this event, my husband was having a glass of gin and tonic, one of my favorite drinks. He remarked to me that it was particularly good. I took his glass to take a small sip. I could see work wife's speedy eyes on me as I handed the glass back. She then came rushing up to us to tell me about the dangers of fetal alcohol syndrome. I explained I just had a small sip and it's no harm at all. But this wasn't enough for her to just leave it. She continued to go on about how worried she was, to which my husband defended me, repeating that I only had a tiny bit and there was no harm there. She seemed to be offended by this response and turned to me and said if I want to unalive my baby, I should just have an abortion. My husband and those in earshot were stunned by this. Before I could think about what to do, I instantly told her to F off and mind her own business. Luckily, no one heard, and she sort of just looked uncomfortable and left shortly afterwards. Following this very mild response, in my opinion, in the opinion of my husband and others I've told, she has sent my husband 7 emails calling me and him every name imaginable, tried to call 40+ times, leaving a variety of insane voicemails. My husband has reported this to HR, and she resigned shortly after. Despite this, she won't stop calling and leaving abusive messages. We've tried blocking her, but she just makes a new account. Her persistence makes me worried for her mental well-being, and I feel like a bit of a jerk for pushing this disturbed woman over the edge. AITA? Update. I am going to file a report tomorrow to the relevant authorities, and both I and my husband will be changing our numbers. I do not believe this woman is any real danger to anyone but herself, and would like her to be sectioned in some way to get the mental health treatment that she needs. Also, thank you all for the supportive comments, as I felt a bit overwhelmed by the situation, and me and husband were a bit lost and unsure of what exactly to do. Also, to clear a small point up, she didn't resign. It's sort of a formality. Not sure if this is specific to the UK. If you don't get fired, you get asked to leave, then you have to resign. Edit. To clarify, this post is not AITA for sipping watered down gin and tonic. I respect different people having different opinions, but no child has ever gotten FAS from a sip of a not very strong drink. I probably consumed the same amount of alcohol in that sip as I did when I accidentally swallowed a bit of my mouthwash.